I have taken note of the many perspectives expressed in the public domain on my ruling regarding the tabling of reports from the Auditor General. Let me state categorically, any action taken by me was and will always be done with the sole intention of upholding the laws of Jamaica, as I am sworn to do. Having considered all of what has been said, I have taken note of the varying different legal perspective, and I continue to hold the view that in law there continues to be a dissonance in the interpretation of how the reports from public bodies should be tabled. I have taken a further decision to today table the reports which are in question, and additionally seek to further resolve the issues as it relates to the appropriate mechanism to table said reports, and will include, in addition to continued consultation, having a meeting, a discussion with the Auditor General, hopefully later this week. Clerk?
Madam Speaker, in light of your advice to the Parliament just now, I'd like to ask just two questions. Firstly, you have indicated that you will proceed to table the reports that have been outstanding for 3 months today. And we believe that that is a good and correct move to make on your part. However, we still would like to understand the original basis for withholding them, and you did say that you had received a legal opinion from the Attorney General's chambers. And Madam Speaker, I think in light of everything and our various appeals to see that opinion, that you should provide us at the earliest opportunity, and we do believe that it should be today, with a sight of the opinion. And you did say that you would be having consultation with the Auditor General. We would like to be involved in that consultation as well. And finally, Madam Speaker, I thought you would have gone further today, because yesterday was a significant day in our Parliament when a letter which was sent to the clerk became known to us. And it has caused us on this side tremendous distress, especially as we anticipate that the clerk, well, we know that the clerk is about to demit office, having served this Parliament for so long. And the tone of it, Madam Speaker, I don't think we as a Parliament could proceed today without having a discussion on this point. And for you, Madam Speaker, to indicate really what motivated that action yesterday in upgrading the clerk, in disciplining the clerk in the way that it was done in the public.
Point of order, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I do think that it's always fair comment to make a point at any statement made by the Speaker, by any member in the House. But to ask you at this point to enter into a discussion or a debate on a matter of a member of this administrative arm of Parliament in the presence of the member too. It's Madam Speaker, what is very clear is that there's a sensitivity too that we should ignore in this House. And the fact is that the Speaker and the Clerk are currently in discussion on the matter. And I would urge I would urge that we respect that, and that indeed an appropriate statement will be made at the end of those discussions. So and in fairness, both of us have had that discussion, and it disappoints me.
Madam Speaker, I hear what the leader of government business is saying, but this matter is now a public matter. It occurred largely because of the email that was sent to all of us, and with a letter. And Madam Speaker, I know that there might be discussions taking place, but I don't think the public would feel satisfied of your coming today, going through the process without saying something. We were really expecting that the letter would have been withdrawn today, Madam Speaker, and that is really our position. So Madam Speaker, I'm hoping that you will say something on the matter before we proceed, especially in light of our call for the withdrawal of that letter.
Public business. Thank you, members. I note your request as it relates to further steps to be had with the Auditor General, and on the matter of the clerk, I advise you, both from myself and the clerk, that we are in dialogue and wish to say nothing else at this time. Clerk, announcements, please. Ms. Curtis, announcements.
Madam Speaker, yes.
As it relates to supplying the Parliament the legal opinion from the Attorney General's chamber, I remain in the same position I did when the ruling was given, in that the opinion of the Parliamentary Legal Counsel was circulated to the Parliament and the public. That has not changed. The Attorney General, sorry. No, the Attorney General. No.
We want to repeat our claim.
You can repeat, and I'm saying the Speaker's ruling, member, with absolute respect, is final in this regard. There is nothing to hide, but it is the Speaker's discretion. It is the Speaker's discretion to make a ruling, having taken into consideration all the opinions received, which was done. I remain of the view that the reports are not properly being tabled. However, with reports that have been to back and forth from the Parliament to the Auditor General and back again, in the interest of ensuring that what is our ultimate aim, one of having the probe of our Auditor General and the findings of those reports available to the public, the continued issues as to the proper procedure in which to table these reports, I believe it is more important, particularly with another month to come until we come back to Parliament, to table the reports and then continue the dialogue with the Auditor General instead of holding same. And that is my decision. Announcements.
The informative information presented in this video is motivational and is positively aimed at inspiring, educating and entertaining the viewers with the cutting edge of critical reasoning. If you enjoy the contents on the Black Radar YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to show your support.